Welcome back. We've reached that part in the show where I answer a few of your questions. Here's a letter from Jane. Jane writes, Dear Mr. Darby, why do you always use big words? Why can't you just speak like the rest of us? Thank you for your letter, Jane. It was admirably concise, if a bit accusatory and combative. I'd like to, if I may, answer your question in the form of a song. Ecstatic eucalyptus, beatific beechwood, chuffed chestnut, sanguine sycamore, happy trees, all of these. But like these trees, I'm throwing shade expressively. My language like a color wheel, titanium white, banana peel. You say keep it simple, don't cause a fuss. You complicate your verbiage and your meanings must. I say haha, I interject, 2 syllables incredulous at your neglect. Did Van Gogh use blue in Starry Night? He used cerulean and periwinkle. Sky and midnight. Was Hamlet sad in Shakespeare's play? He was bereft, devastated, unmoored and betrayed. So please don't criticize, stigmatize the phonetics that I'm dropping, cause you can't surmise my use of words you don't know when you haven't even tried to peep a dictionary. Reading rarely, man, where's your pride? I'm throwing shade with my words, my diction's sane, not absurd, it's not an insult, deprecation I relay with my words are just a grade to my verbs, a hue and range I observe, and when I'm set to self-express, my eloquence will not be curbed. I'm throwing shade, I'm throwing shade. Like a happy tree in a glade, I'm throwing shade. Polysyllabic, literary, and euphonic terms, I collect them like a kid collecting annelids. That's worms, my favorites are the rare ones, scarce and recherche, but fastidious I'm not, I like the workaday and plain. No word is too inane, too opposite of germane. The florid and the fetid are apropos and appertain to my style. It's not a game, I'm thinking big league all the same, but using bigly as an adverb, well, with that I will refrain. Your prose is prosaic, mine's like a mosaic. That might be braggadocious but voracious, so I'll say it. I mix the modern with the antiquated and archaic. My feet are short and then they're long, cause I'm so trochaic. So don't disdain me, cause it pains thee. When you hear me spitting words, I'm speaking plainly. Your ignorance can simply not contain me. I'm not beholden to a vacuum in your brain, see? I'm throwing shade with my words, my diction's sane, not absurd, it's not an insult, deprecation I relay with my words are just a grade to my verbs, a hue and range I observe, and when I'm set to self-express, my eloquence will not be curbed. When you deplore the flexibility of English as a mode for conjuring a multitude, a monarch or a toad, you're abhorring rich variety, diversity, and perversely adhering to a whitewashing of beauty universally. Your colors are too primary, you're thinking much too binary. A dearth of words won't stymie me, I'm prosperous entirely. I don't mean to cast aspersions, I'm not a real mean person, but you should get this version of the truth, not a diversion. I'm throwing shade, I'm throwing shade. Like a happy tree in a glade, I'm throwing shade. Happy accidents, beneficent blunders, auspicious aberrations, felicitous faux pas. Shout out to Bob Ross. You threw some shade.